Hey everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I am here this Saturday with the first layout I am making using this stash kit. Now this is the 2017 stash kit number 1. I did it a little bit backwards. I used stash kit number 2 before I did number 1. It was just a larger kit, not that it would be, it was just speaking to me at the time. And so it was actually the one I had created most recent. And so that's the first kit I had pulled to use. So with that being said, now I have this kit that I want to work with, and I am kind of easing my way back into it because I need to do a title page for my 2015 album because I'm almost done with that album, but I don't have a title page on it. So I am going to use these supplies and create a title page. So it's going to be somewhat simple. It's just a project lifestyle page, but I am going to use one single pattern paper here, as you can see, for my title page. I'm just cutting it down so that it'll fit in my page protector, and I use a Design A page protector. I always do for the majority of my Project Life pages. I do have other page protectors in my stash that I could use, but I just like it's easier for me to plan what photos to print if I'm always going to be using that same design. So that's just what I do. It's just the easiest way for me to be able to plan and print my photos for my Project Life. Now, I always round the corners of the 3x4 cards, and then I keep the 4x6 cards, the corners of those, I keep them squared. It's just something that I've started doing, and I've been doing it. I like the consistency in my album. Sorry, it seems like the color went a little green on us on the video. I don't exactly know what happened. Maybe it had to do with the things that I had sitting out on my desk. I don't really know why it did that, and I apologize for the weird coloring here, but hopefully in the photos at the end you'll see more of a true color to what I'm actually using. On the screen here it looks kind of strange, but it's actually like a pale pink background. Now I have this Fancy Pants tag set that I had in the stash kit that I put in there. Now, I don't ever buy these tag kits, and I think, I don't exactly know if I purchased this or if it came in a kit that I had bought. I'm pretty positive it came in a kit. I think it was in a kit that I had bought on sale, and so I had just stuck it in my stash, but I actually really enjoyed using these tags. There's a lot of tags in that little pack, and I'm going to use 2 of them here on this top left of this page. But I was pleasantly surprised. I'm really kind of glad that I had pulled those out to put them in the stash kit because those aren't something I normally would have used. So it's kind of nice to use something different and then really kind of fall in love with it. I had a few 2x2 cards that I had in this stash kit as well, and I just cut the hexagon out. It just is a pink border around a white hexagon, and then it just says the word, or the word date, and I'm going to add some alpha stickers here just to put 2015 since this is the title of my 2015 album. I'm keeping this fairly simple. It's not too complex, but I don't know, it was just kind of a nice way to play around with some of the supplies and also, make something that was creative and kind of just to get the creative juices flowing. As you've known, took 2.5 weeks off at the beginning of May, and so though I did scrapbook some while I kind of took a break, it still was a little bit different than doing some regular full-time scrapbooking. So I did kind of an easy layout here to kind of ease my way back into this. I have changed a little bit of my alpha storage. I used to keep all of my alphas on the top little basket of my Rascog. Well, yeah, now I have too many alphas, so I really just keep the 6x12 sheets in there, and my thicker packages. All my other small little alpha sheets go in this little clear box that I keep on my desk now. It's also easier to find them because they're on smaller little packages. Some of them are on like a 4x6 card. Some of them are on, I don't know, 6x6, whatever it is. They're just smaller, so it's easier to keep those in a smaller box. Now, as you can see, I've got a bunch of different things. Since this is the first layout that I am making with this kit, I have a ton of supplies available to me. So I'm taking my time here and just kind of, flipping through all the supplies and see what I like and just see what fits. This layout's not going to be too complex, so I'm not actually going to use that many supplies, but it's just a nice way to kind of get to know what I have in my kit to be able to, and it'll make making future pages with this kit much easier, kind of familiarizing myself with this, especially since I created this kit back in, I think it was January that I actually put this kit together. So we're talking 5 months later. I haven't touched it since, and so I just really needed to kind of familiarize myself with what I had going on. So I had this sticker that I cut apart, the yellow and red one, and I just cut it down to be a square instead of a rectangle. I took the yellow part off the top, and so it just says it's an everyday kind of day. It's just kind of a generic theme, a generic phrase there, and for it to be the front page of my album, I thought just something generic kind of was fitting. I pulled out a few different things to see if I liked any of them. I had these gold acetate pieces, and one said work hard and the other one said play hard. So I thought that might be kind of fun to include there, but I don't like the way that it looks. I wanted something a little bit bolder at the top, and this bright pink ampersand really is kind of what I felt worked the best. Now, of course, I run out of glue because you know how that works, and I have to replace it, but I had the wrong glue runner, and I ended up finding, I know what I did with the other refills I had for that. I had put them on the side of my desk so they would be handy, and I had forgot I had put them there, so I ended up going into my refill drawer, and I like to find where the Elmer's like permanent adhesive refills. So now I have 2 glue runners that I have on my desk, which there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't normally do that. I'm adhering all of this down. The larger tag is just a white tag with kind of a ledger print on it, and it has the blue and the red print, just like a regular notebook piece of notebook paper would have. And the other one is a gray polka dot one with a red and yellow, a red outline, and then some yellow flowers on it. And so it just really fits in with that yellow and red sticker that I had cut down. And then I just use my stapler to staple down the strings there for those tags. I really want a tiny attacher. I have not invested in it, and every time I go to the craft store, it is not the thing I think about getting. I don't know why. I need to make myself a note or something. I want a tiny attacher. And there was something else that I wanted. Another tool that I wanted, and for the life of me now, I can't remember. What was it? I don't remember. Well, there's some other tool that I want that I was thinking about earlier today that I really need to make sure I get that, and now I have no idea what it is. Oh well, eventually I will remember this. I do know that I want some 12 by 12 or 13 by 13 inch zipper bags, like the ones that the Studio Calico kits were coming in, and I have tried to find some replacements or like some alternatives, but I don't like the plastic bags. I really want like the fabric-y mesh zipper bags. So I'm either gonna have to like buy a ton of kits when they go on sale for $5 and hope that I get some in those bags, or I don't know, beg for them. I'm not sure. So I know a tiny attacher in those bags are things that I want, but that's kind of beside the point. That has nothing to do with this layout. So the very last thing that I'm actually going to do is add a little bit of stamping, and the stamping just says delight in life's simple pleasures, and then I have stamped out a arrow that says love. I'm going to stamp it here, but I'm going to change the location of this card. I felt like it was too close to that bottom decorative slot, so I'm just going to kind of move it over to where it's more of a diagonal. I added a few little word stickers, some enamel dots, and a little bit of washi, and that really kind of finishes out this page. I hope that you've enjoyed it. It's a very simple layout, very something kind of a simple project to get myself back into it, but thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back next Saturday with another stash kit video. All right, guys, thanks. Bye.